And let me just do this. Brighten. Come on. There we go. Hi. How's it going? My curtain's open today to let some heat in this room. Yes, I have a heater, but I don't really want to run it unless I have to. You know, pinch in that quarter to make it fart an extra nickel. All right. Oh, I forgot to do one thing. Oh, crap. Give me a second, folks. Oh, I forgot to do one thing. Oh, my God. God help me. Give me a minute, folks. I'm really sorry. YouTube has made it so that I can't, I have to turn on the monetization for my live streams. And I keep forgetting to do that. So, no, that's not what I want. Give me 2 seconds. I'm not even really awake. All right. But I'm uploading on the Reading with Beverly Wolfe channel. And if I switch accounts like I'm doing right now, then what happens is the other one does not. Okay. All right. Then we can close this. All right. Here we go. Hey, how's it going? This phone keeps tilting. So let me say hi to everybody. Excuse me for a second. There we go. Every once in a while, my keyboard will stop lighting up, and then I have to hit function and multiple keys at once. So let me just hit participants. Hi, Amy Red, Avon Leanne, Kathy Miller, Donna Lull, Edie Murray, Helen Burke, Jean Phillips, Joanne Anderson, Camille, Lil Red White, Lori McKenzie, Lynn Marie, Mama Cat, Michelle Speedy Delivery McFeely, Michelle Stark, C'est moi. I'm reading as Our Half Acre Homestead. That's weird. Pearly White, Penny D, Rhonda Dewey, Stefan, and Terry Walsh. Now let me just go out here and pop out my chat and turn it around and put it in live chat. Now let me, you know what? I got to check something here. Crap on a stick. Switch account back. There we go. Okay. Sorry. Okay, Lauren. Is Lauren Amy's mom? Where is Lauren? I can't keep going back through the... Good afternoon, Bev. Take a deep breath. Good bloody idea. We are headed out for me to get some organic sweet taters to try and make slips to grow. Oh, good, Avon Leanne. Great. Hey, Furby. First medicated puff of the day, the last from yesterday. Got a jet for now. Love to you all. Okay, Avon. Take care, sweetheart. Hey, Mary Cook. Hi, Malka. When did you get the towels? Like, I don't know, 2 weeks ago? Let me go get them. Furby sent me these cardinal towels. Now, folks, tell Furby, I already showed these to you guys. Take care, Avon Leanne. Lauren is my daughter. Hi, Lauren. Oh, Gracie wants to say hi too. Hang on a second. I want to say hi to Gracie. Gracie, come and say hi to Lauren. Gracie, come and say hi to Lauren. Look there. Say, hi, Lauren. I love you. Oh, my goodness. You can tell Daddy's not here today, right? My goodness. Oh, yes. Why is your head sideways? It makes it more difficult for me. Is your ear bothering you? Is it bothering you? Want my cold fingers in there? No, they're not bothering you. Oh, yeah, Mama, baby. You're such a good girl. Mommy got the fire going just for you to lay in front of. Oh, can I have a kiss? Don't yawn in my face. Can I have a kiss? Can I have a kiss? Can I have a kiss? Thank you. Go lay down in front of the wood stove, okay? I know it drives people nuts that I kiss my dog on the lips, but I tell you something, I'd rather kiss her on the lips than most people. How's Lauren today? Or how's Lauren today? Hi, Jennifer W., Minnesota country gal. Hello, Minnesota. Donna Lull. Hi. Yes, she's Mummy's baby girl. Hi, Helen, always being Helen. Hey, CFF, how's it going, sweetheart? Dogs are not necessarily easier than cats. Cats have more independence than dogs. Dogs are more dependent on us. I don't recommend buying animals as gifts for children unless they're made fully aware of their responsibilities, because raising a dog is like raising a child. Okay? And you know, it's a lot of it's, you know what? You know how many dogs I've lived with? You know, I thought Gracie was the most brilliant of them all. No, it's just that I got better at training. Lauren kept missing my phone screen when she saw Gracie. Cats are jerks. I have 3. Well, I have grand cats. And Arthur and Briar, like Briar's an animal person, period. Arthur's okay with dogs, but he likes cats because I thought I can't have my do not disturb on because Howie is on the road. So yeah, see, everybody, yeah, kitties are very independent. I prefer somebody to need me. Cats are like, I'll get back to you when. It's like, come here, give mommy lovin's. And the cat goes, oh, let me think about it. Maybe tomorrow. And dogs are like, hey, come here, give me some lovin's. And Gracie's like, oh, poor mommy. Now, she won't come in now because I just told her, go late. Before we do the live stream, she knows when I'm setting up to do a live stream. The kettle goes on, all that. I've taken apart my stovetop to clean it, and I've covered everything in Dawn and vinegar. And Gracie went out, and it's like minus 15 out there. Celsius. So we go, you know, she goes out, and I do what I got to do, and I make my cup of tea, and she goes, woof, and I let her back in, and she goes, lays in front of the fire because it's really cold for her. You can leave cats at home for a few days, but dogs got to go with you. Yeah, Arthur and Mel won't leave their cats home longer than, like 24 to 48 hours. Because, Duran's just had a broken leg, and he had to have pins put in it because it snapped right in half. And one of the pins didn't heal correctly, so they've got to be more careful. Howie go bye-bye? Oh, Howie went to south of Montreal to get a car part for his race car. He's not spending any money other than gas, and that's his to spend. But I told him, when the gas tank's empty, of course, my truck's probably going to come back next week, right? And it had a full tank of gas. So it was a part he had bought earlier in the year, and apparently it's not going to work. So he's found a buyer who will buy it so that he can get his money back and buy the proper part. Does that make sense? I wouldn't leave my cat more than 12 hours or call a friend. They need fresh water. Well, I mean, how is your little kitty doing? Did you get a new kitty yet, CFF? Yarn! I have a new grand cat. Came from a shelter and made herself at home less than 24 hours. Hey, Charlie R., how's it going? I can't give up trying. The ferals can't be rehomed. Yes, I remember that trip. So, yeah, so he's going to hopefully trade parts. Or the guy's going to buy it off him for his cost, for what he made, or for what he paid for it, and then he can rebuy the new one, the one he actually needs. I told him, you got to start. This is not the first time that you've bought something that you had to resell. So please pay attention to what you're doing. Bev. Amy Red says, no, Bev, Amy's mom is Jackie. She is here waiting for her birthday song. Amy, hi, honey. Happy birthday. Wait a second. We got to do this right, don't we? We got to do this right. Let's do this right. Are you ready? Don't panic. I know it is buffering, but my phone dropped the call. I'll be right back in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Am I here now? Okay. All right. Lauren was kissing the phone screen and Gracie. Oh, God love her. Oh, excellent. I'm glad she's doing good. Some kind of arthroscopy. He fell last July on concrete walkway. Wow. My mom always provided this advice. Have female dogs and male cats. Always loving. Has been true. I haven't had a male dog since we moved to Quebec. Right? And I am usually the alpha bitch, right? But okay, anyway, here we go. Are you there, Amy? Are you ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, sweet Amy. Happy birthday to you. You are my sunshine. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Happy birthday, Amy. Happy birthday. Hi, Ahmad. How's it going? Heading out to get seed starting. I know. I haven't even started my onions and my leeks and stuff. I know. It's getting done. Okay. Howie's gone for the day. And as soon as I'm done the live stream, I go into action. Or I might just take the rest of the day off and plan tomorrow's videos. Or I might start my seeds and film that. I might start my next home economics videos. And I don't know what I'm going to do. It's Sunday. Happy birthday, Amy. Absolutely. Bev, I know that you have shown them before, but what are the treats you give Gracie? They're gone. I have to buy more. I have to get more. As soon as I get, the last time I was on the website, they were out. So, January videos. I'm slowly getting better, Bev. I hope you're doing well. I am doing very well. All things considered, I'm doing bloody brilliant. All things considered. Howie cleaned up the kitchen yesterday, but for some reason didn't do, like he did all the dishes and he wiped the island and everything but he for some reason didn't do the countertops and the stove tops. But I have those little foil things I want to put inside those burner plates. So, and something has spilled in one of them. So I'm taking them all apart and I'm cleaning the stove top. It's just soaking in Dawn and vinegar. You know, Madge, I'm the new Madge. It's just you're soaking in it. Dawn and vinegar. Happy Sunday to everyone. I have plenty to do, yet here I sit. Sunday is a day of rest. Yeah, that's true. But I am going to get my stovetop done, and I am going to plant seeds because that's kind of the mood I'm in. What was I going to say? Good morning, Bev. Making crock-pot crack chicken for supper. What is crack chicken? Send me the recipe for crock-pot crack chicken because I'd really love that. ConnectedHeartsFamily@gmail.com. Finishing the bottom front of my sweater, then only sleeves to go. Good job. Good. Did you have no idea how many times I've actually knitted myself a Farall sweater in the past? I have no idea where that is today. I really don't. Mindy Van Houten. Oh yeah. Okay. I want the recipe for that. Finish. Okay. I got that. I'm doing some canning today. Well, good for you, Pearly. Thank you, Helen. Okay. We got to get serious here. Let's lose the pom-poms. Yesterday, Dawn Dish is the best as we help save animals by supporting and buying the product. Absolutely. Anyway, yesterday, Howie and I went to the Maxi and I got 10 pounds of my butter that was on sale for $2.88 a pound. And I got 8 broccoli crowns for 88 cents each. And I got marble cheese. White cheddar, and brick cheese. I found brick cheese. I hope it's the same brick cheese that Kathy Jo Tourtois and her son uses at Louis Pizza in Michigan because that cheese is amazing. Anyway, and we bought a rotisserie chicken and some pitas, and we came home, and then when Howie picked Briar up from work, we all had a shawarma, and then all the carcass went into the crock pot, and that I'm making soup out of that. So it was a $7.99 rotisserie chicken, but it still made it through. It's still making it through 2 meals. And Briar's like, oh, well, I said, do you know how much these shawarmas cost? Because he said, oh, they doing it. And I said, do you know how much these cost? He said, what? I said, probably, $2.50 a piece. Okay. So don't bitch. He said, I'm not bitching. It's really good, Mom. I said, okay. So anyway, I have to tell you that I was impatient and intolerant yesterday. And I'm telling you this, okay, so that you don't put me up on that pedestal. We talk at the end of every live stream about trying our best because we're only human to walk in the path of patience and tolerance and love of our fellow man, right? Okay. You'll see it in the video. I showed the line. There was a lineup. Okay, there's checkouts here, right? And then there's the alcohol section and the freezer section at the back. Now, there's like 5 checkouts open, but you have to wait in line back here. And the line goes all the way back to the freezer section and then around the corner. So a lady come up to one of the checkout or helpers came up and said, okay, go to checkout 1. And I said, oh, okay. So up to checkout 1 I went, right? And while we're standing at checkout 1, I'm talking to Howie about, hey, you're not, respecting the lines between, you're not 6 feet away from the gentleman ahead, blah, 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 blah. And then I look up. Now, remember, I'm at checkout 1. And then the checkouts go this way. And then there's a line that goes all the way to the other end of the store and around the corner. And so I'm at checkout 1 and someone comes from this direction. And I hope she sees this someday. She comes from this direction where the self-checkouts are and slips into checkout 2. And I went, oh, no, that's not going to work. Right? And because I thought she was cutting in, right? I said, that's not going to work. That lineup goes all the way back and around the corner. And she goes, I know. The lady told me to come here, but I thought I would try the self checkout. And I realized I was told when I got there that I had to go back to where they put me. And I went, oh shit, I'm sorry. I never even thought about that. I just saw you come from behind me and I thought you were cutting in line. God, forgive me. I'm really, really sorry. Because Howie was like, oh, here she goes. Right? Because I went, oh, no, that's not going to work. Right? So, and she was like, yeah. And I said, no, hear me. I'm really, really sorry. We all need to have more patience and tolerance. And I just showed that I don't. So, I'm sorry for that. And I appreciate the lesson. Right? So, folks, everybody, it's living proof that we are all fallible. We're all human. Right? We all have those times. Dear Bev, I loved Ghost the Bootlegger's Horse. A beautiful story. Thank you. Well, Helen, the recording is 2 hours and 5 minutes left of uploading. The first recording, I was so friggin' tired. I got it up at midnight last night. And I was so friggin' tired, okay? I had a music. And I put music at the beginning and music at the end. And all I did was just cut them off, like bring the music down here and cut them off and put them plop and plop. But I forgot to take out the middle part, which right in the middle of my video, the music started playing and it was loud. So I took that video down and I re-edited it and took out that block of music. And now you can actually watch Ghost the Bootlegger's Horse, well, in about 3 hours. So thank you, Helen. We all have those times, Bev. I understand. Declined for what? I don't understand that. Anyway, yeah, we all have those times. But the trick is to own it when we catch it. Right? Howie, you know what Howie said? I said, I'm doing a whole lot better. And he goes, yeah. I said, not only did I catch myself, but I listened and I apologized. And Howie goes, Bev, it's so much easier if you see stuff like that, just to ignore it. It's not your business. And I went, you're right. You're right. But I have a problem when people take advantage. Now, this woman wasn't taking advantage. She was where she was supposed to be, but it's how she got there that confused me. It really was none of my business, but it is my business in the sense where we walked around the store. I'm not kidding. Okay. I have a lot of patience for fractious children. All right. We walked around the store the entire time and stood in that line 2 people away from a screaming toddler. And not only was she screaming, it was her older sister was dragging her by her hand around the store, and the mother looked tired, and I understood. But hell, I went and used the bathroom and I could still, with the fan going, and I could still hear that child screaming. And then I had to stand in line behind that child screaming, 2 people behind that screaming child. So by the time I got to my checkout, they were just going out the door. And I was like, but I was like, because it was just the sound, like nails on a chalkboard over and over and over again. Right. So I had just went, and then I looked and the woman went behind me and went into the line. And that's when I went, that's not going to work. Because I had just stood in that line behind a screaming child for 15 minutes, right? So, thank you, Malka. Okay, Helen, it is being uploaded right now, and it's got 2 hours left on the Reading with Beverly Wolfe channel. That's why you see me commenting as Reading with Beverly Wolfe, because it's uploading, and I can't run 2 channels at the same time. They'll get confused. Okay. Okay, I'll be listening. I have to take the girls' chihuahuas outside. Okay, sweetheart. Oh, I want chihuahuas. No, I don't. I do, but at a later date. I'm really hoping we get, another 6 or 7 years with Gracie. Didn't know you were going to be live today. I go live any day I can. I will probably not be going live tomorrow. I have to work on the quilt. I have to pick one day a week to work on that quilt. Okay. So, but anyway, we are all fallible. We're all human. What separates us from the real negative Nancy's is that when if we catch ourselves, we own it and we make it right. Right? That's what keeps our side of our side of the street clean always. Hey, Doris, how are you? Connie B, hi, darling. Would you trip and fall over? You would trip and fall over chihuahuas. No, I wouldn't, because they'd always be in my pocket. Actually, Howie and I don't even talk about it. But the word on the street is, because if we get another 6 or 7 years with Gracie, and I don't mean out of Gracie, but with Gracie, I will be 64. Okay? Pretty sure after that, the next set of dogs better live a very long time, because I'm not going to be able to train them. I need something small that's not going to pull me over when I tug on the leash. I need something small that if I have to fly, it can fit in my purse. I need something small so that the poops are smaller to pick up. The food is cheaper. You know what I mean? Do you hear what I'm talking about? But Gracie is all there is right now, and we wouldn't have it any other way. This is still Mikey and Amanda's wedding quilt from January 4th, 2020. So it's been over a year. And I phoned him and said, baby, I'm sorry. I tried to have it for you for your anniversary. And he goes, Aunt Bev, as long as it gets done right. He said, because I said, I'd rather it take you another year than you rush through it. Because when when we get that quilt, it's going to get loved and used. I said, of course. His one I made him when he was a teen is in rags. I have to clean it up. Or I have to clean it up. So, hi, Kel Storm. How's it going? I know. So if we ever come to the point where we are going to get another dog, it's going to be 2 of them, and they're going to be very small. I could never tolerate kids anymore. I have a hard time with loud sounds. Well, Lacey Black, I have tinnitus. I'm losing my hearing. So everything I hear echoes back with a high-pitched whine. It's like being in a box or in a metal box. Okay? So in a grocery store with a child piercingly screaming at the top of its lungs for like 20 minutes, just, I'm amazed I didn't come home with a headache, right? But we got some snow. Do you dehydrate eggs? Not anymore, Mama Cat. It's better to freeze them. It really is. It's better to beat them and freeze them. Hey, Tony DeLuca, how's it going, pal? I would love 2 bull mastiffs. They're very rare. I would love a couple of pit bulls, like Staffordshire Terriers. The real big. They're short, but they're built like boom, 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 boom. They're all muscle. Biggest babies on the face of the earth. But I can't, and neither can Howie anymore. We both have bad shoulders, right? So we can't control a bigger dog anymore. That's why it's good that Gracie's so well trained now. All right. So when it comes to any other dogs, they're going to be small and they're going to be siblings, and they will grow up together with us as a family. I miss my Staffordshire Terrier. She was like silky gray, AK blue nose. Oh, wow, Terry, that's gorgeous. Poor kiddos. I know. I mean, honestly, I took my kids shopping, and I've had that happen. Okay? Where Briars had a screaming fit. Arthur would not lower himself to having a screaming fit as a toddler. Never. He was in control even then. Briar, Briar was just a juggernaut of emotions and motions, right? So when he had a fit in the store and laid down on the floor, I picked him up, I put him in the cart, I slapped his hands, and I said, "Zip it." And he went, "No." And I said, "No treats." And he started screaming again. And I said, "Keep screaming and you won't get any treats the next time either." I said, "I don't reward screaming children." You know what I mean? I've known more dogs that would listen better to their owners, better to pee than their owners, but never owned a dog with cystic F. I just can't take that responsibility on my own. I get it. I get it totally. My best friend just got a bull whippet. He's 4 months old and adorable. You mean a whippet crossed with a bulldog? That's creepy. That's creepy. I can't picture that in my head. I laid down and fitted the third time my daughter did it. It worked too. Oh yeah, that would work too. I mean, there were times when, and I've done that, but no, not laid down on the floor because I'd never have gotten back up. Even then, I had problems getting up and down off the floor, and I was only 29. Okay, but one time he screamed and screamed, and I just screamed right back in his face, and it stunned him so much he shut up. And that was it. Old English bull and a whippet. Holy crap. That's like sublime to ridiculous in body structure. I'd love to see a picture of that dog. I have 2 Labradors. Love them. I'm in there around, I don't necessarily want like a Pomeranian. I don't want Jack Russells. I'd like maybe a couple of small Boston Terriers or a couple of Frenchies. That would be really expensive, and that's why we're not talking about it. That's a weird, scary combo, honestly. I just don't understand the person who crossbred those, because wow, that could be really dangerous depending on who is the female and who is the male. Shih Tzu, Maltipoos. I'm not fond of hairy dogs. I'm really not. I like short-haired dogs. Rat terriers are loyal and fierce. Ooh, or a little Scottish terrier, a little Scotty dog, a mini doodle. I have an 18-pound mutt. She is terrier and Yorkie. Holy crap. I honestly don't know how much Gracie weighs, and neither Howie or I can pick her up to find out. And she's gotten tubby. Daddy being home, she gets more treats given to her, more, nibbles from his mouth. Once my other dogs are all gone, I want a bulldog. I want a couple of Boston Terriers. I do. I want a couple of Boston Terriers. I want them to be siblings. They will get fixed at the same time. And that will be that. I don't get a lot about breeding because a lot of problems with hate. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Like I could see something like a pug and a small Boston Terrier being crossed, or even a pug and a miniature beagle or something like that. At least their body structure is similar in size and muscle mass. But something like what if you accidentally, like you could have a dwarf. What if you accidentally get the whippet bone structure with the massive muscle of a bulldog? That could cause so much arthritic problems down the road. I mean, seriously, there's just some breeds that shouldn't be crossed. A pug is basically suffocating his whole life, for your information. Well, I think that's why I don't have pugs anymore. My first pug, Pepe Le Pew, my soul dog, She had a horrible, she could not breathe through her nose, right? She could not breathe through her nose well at all. So that's why I would never have a pug again. Now, a Frenchie, maybe, right? Or a Boston, but even the Boston's noses are getting more shoved and shoved back. I have a miniature red heeler. She'll face down the bull, but face masks make her scared to no end. Well, of course. Think about when a dog looks at you. Okay? It cannot read any intention. This is why I have a problem with the muzzles that are, everyone thinks they're cute. They're muzzles with big teeth and blood and stuff on them. Don't ever put that on a dog and take it out in public. Why? Because to another coming dog, it looks like it's ready to fight. It could be the happiest dog on the face of the earth, but that muzzle tells another story. Not only that, that muzzle is confusing. All right? So if a dog can't see your whole face, it can't read you, and it's frightened. Does that make sense? It's common sense. A lot of Chihuahuas won't survive giving birth. Well, I don't want one of them big apple head ones. I just want little dogs. And Gracie, when Gracie was 6 months old, she met another puppy who was about 9 or 10 months old, or a year old. And that puppy was half St. Bernard, half Rottweiler. Okay? Huge dog. And Gracie, if you remember, was very little. But Gracie ran up and down the hill with it. And they did their face-offs and everything. And Gracie, she would go down in play mode, but she never ever showed her belly. I knew then that she was going to be a very dominant dog. Because you show your teeth while smiling. Yeah, well, if you think about it, you think about monkeys and apes. Monkeys and apes don't show their teeth, not in the natural world, unless it's almost showing your teeth is a sign of aggression or fear. It's got nothing to do with smiling, right? If monkeys actually and apes actually smile, it's because they have been taught to. Hi, Linda. How are you? Mac Bev 330. That's not Mary Jane. I just saw the cardinal. Havanese dogs are a great breed. My Chihuahua, when she was 3 months old, made a full-grown Rottie back down. Oh, yeah. I've seen them who are the biggest weenies on the face of the earth? Great Danes. Those great big horses of dogs. They're like, I want to sit on your lap. They are actually really good for apartment dwellers because they don't move around a lot. And they're great apartment dogs. Just make sure they have a couch of their own, right? I love boxers and would love to have one. I love boxers too. I just not sure that I don't want to talk about Gracie's life ending anymore. Okay. I don't want to go there. I love boxers. But if we ever have any more dogs, they will have to be small, only because of our age. He looks teal and black with whippet body. He is a sweetheart and learning and training fast. I'd love to see pictures, Cal. Can you put them in the Connected Hearts Facebook page? That would be, I just can't wrap my head around it. Anyway, that's what's going. My Irish Wolfhound was afraid of Chihuahuas. There's another big suck. Pit bulls, boxers. Well, boxers can be, people have a tendency to think the boxers are like, yes, they are a very happy, loving dog. But occasionally, I think Gracie was shutting a door. I think all kinds of things happened to Gracie. It kicked out of the way. I think all kinds of things happened to Gracie when she was a pup before we got her. Because now that she's here, she's like, nobody's getting to my mom and dad unless they say it's okay. right? She's really, really protective. And it took us over a year to get her to go through a door that was only partially open. She wouldn't go near a door that was partially open for afraid of getting caught in it. I mean, it was an absolute visible fear of doors. My ex had a Shih Tzu. The great in the roads scared the heck out of him. They have hair, not fur. Really? We've got 4 inches of snow last night, so I had to shovel the steps off my back. Oh my goodness, Vicky. Please, please, please. We have an England. Please take care, okay? You're going to, did you have your MRI? Because you're going to talk to the doctor about surgery in like 3 weeks. So please don't do what you're not supposed to be doing right now. Nina Stroop. We have an English cream golden retriever service dog for my daughter and a miniature weenie dog. I don't like weenie dogs. I think they're adorable, and I'll never have a min pin again. Okay? I don't like wiener dogs because they end up having really bad back problems. That's all. Those and basset hounds. I love them, but I don't want anything I can't pick up and put on my bed. Okay? Unfortunately, at 3 months old, my white pit decided he didn't like the others, so now we have to keep them separate all the time. 2 years old, Gracie and Frankie decided to try and kill each other more than once. Frankie had to be rehomed. It was not fair to either of them to try and keep them in the same house when they just didn't like each other, right? I know our Bostons and Howie's Penny was his baby, but I'll tell you something. Pixie was a rescue. Not a rescue. We were her third owner though. She had been moved around too much. And Pixie was, it broke my heart to put Pixie down. Broke my heart. Didn't break my heart to put Peppy down because Peppy kept having seizures and stuff, right? But putting Pixie down because she got really, really ill, broke my heart because she should have lasted, she should have been with us another 5 years anyway. So we have rescue Chihuahua who at 13 and missing teeth still attacks and bites pants. Ankle biters. So anyway, his name was Toby Keith. Now, why do I recognize that name? I just decided they would never meet again. I have to wait until all of them are passed before I can get another dog. That's the way it is with Gracie, too. Hi, Kim. How are you doing? I'm doing fine. Thank you. I know it sounded like I just answered my own question, but... Oh, right. Okay. So anyway... That's, I don't want to talk about the dogs anymore. Love the way you are so real, Bev. What do you mean real? I'm just... Childhood friend had a pair of Doxies, Pixie and Dixie. What is a Doxie? What is a Doxie? Okay, I don't know that. Country singer. Funny thing is, we named him before I knew the singer. Really? Huh. That's funny. I have a lab border collie mix. It took 18 years after my Duke. Well, we don't go long without dogs. We are pack animals. Okay? In winter, my spirit animal, my soul animal, spirit animal is a bear. But my spirit totem, my guiding star is the wolf, right? So... A doxie, right, a dachshund, right. Smart breeding depending on which brains he got. So I'd also like a cat. But Howie is like dead set against them. We've had one cat. Okay, we've had two. But we've had like basically one cat, and that was Boris. And Boris would pee on the toilet. He wouldn't poop on the toilet though. So, Anyway, Any questions today? Does anybody have any questions before I log off for the day? Because I got stuff I got to do, right? I will say if a Chihuahua does love you, they are devoted to you for life. I think that that's what we're thinking about is a Chihuahua or Chihuahuas. But you know what? Gracie's she's going to be 5. She just turned, no, she's 5 on Valentine's Day. And guess what? She is enough dog. She is a pack in herself, right? She makes sure she covers everybody. I'm playing in my sewing room today. Any good cabbage soup recipes? I have a big cabbage to use. Yes, but make sure you put in lots of sweet vegetables like onions and garlic and carrots, okay? Because cabbage is very acidic, and so is tomatoes. But the best cabbage soup is a beef vegetable soup, okay? You use shredded cabbage. Let's see. How many people are you feeding? Okay. How much the entire day, Mindy Van Houten, for cooking and pressure canning chicken? 2 days. 2 days. Since I have mobility issues, I can no longer have dogs. So now I have settled for cats. Okay, somebody asked me. Okay, T. Gooding. How many people are you feeding? Just feeding me, so freezing some. Okay. So depending on how much cabbage you have, you say it's a big cabbage. So get yourself a great big stock pot. Put in 3 quarts of beef broth, 2 cans of diced tomatoes, your shredded cabbage, 3 or 4 chopped onions, a couple of cloves of garlic, and lots of diced carrots and green beans. They will help cut the acidity. And once you taste it, before you freeze it, if it's still too acidic, add a sprinkle of sugar. Okay? You know, refrigerator soup's the best because it's good day after day, and you just keep adding stuff to it. My father was funny that way. Well, no, he was raised in the Great Depression, right? So my father, living alone, would make soup, and I didn't hate his soup, but I like, chunks of vegetables and tomatoes in mine. And he's kind of like Howie. It's like you and your family put tomatoes in everything, right? My dad was kind of okay. So, but make sure you have a really good base of beef broth. Like you want to bury the cabbage and the vegetable in the beef broth or chicken broth if that's what you want. But beef broth gives it more of flavor. Okay. You want to bury all of those vegetables in the beef broth. So you might want to shred your cabbage, add your tomatoes, your onions, your green beans, or your kidney beans, and your carrots, lots of carrots in the pot, and then cover them with broth. So you know exactly how much you have, because you have to cover all those vegetables in broth, and the vegetables will make more broth. Okay. So, and then you put it in the fridge, and if you want to freeze some, great, but you can put it in the fridge and every day heat it up and add something else, or just leave it on low in the crock pot and add something every night before you go to bed. I just tried to find Connected Hearts on Messenger, but couldn't. Oh, thank you, Lil Red. Has Yarn Prepper been around lately? Yeah, she was here earlier. She was here at the beginning of the thing. You're welcome, T. Gooding. Okay, I just tried to find, all right, what's refrigerator soup? Well, refrigerator soup is when you got a bunch of bones and stuff and you make a broth in a crock pot, and it's soup. You make soup from scratch and leftovers. And then when you're done eating, if there's any left, you put it in the fridge. And then the next morning, you put it in and you go, okay, what does that look like it needs? Right? So then you can add, more vegetables, more broth, more onion, and just keep it going. If you've got leftover vegetables from supper, toss them in. Right? When do you freeze or soften in boiling water to make your cabbage rolls? No, I don't do that anymore because I didn't like the texture the way they came out when I froze them and then pulled them off, because even after cooking, they were chewy. So I recommend cutting the core out of your cabbage and dropping it into a stock pot of boiling water. And then it's a patience thing, but each leaf, as it comes away, pull it off and take it out and put it in a strainer until you've got a little cabbage that you really don't think you're going to get any leaves out of for rolls. And then you just shred that up and put it in soup. Where can we buy the tea you drink? I forgot the name. Multi-biscuit tea. Let me just do this. Hang on a second. There we go. I will give you the link. Now this is Amazon Canada, so you'll have to go to Amazon.com. Orange chicken with brown rice and egg rolls for dinner. Ooh, hence I'm starting to prep now. Good for you. Hey, Steven, how's it going, sweetheart? I'm just getting ready to leave. Where's Yarn? Is she still here? There she is. Yeah. All right. Hello, Stephen. Ex-mom-in-law made musgo soup. Musgo? If it was in the fridge, must go. If it was in the fridge and needed to be used up, it must go. So it became musgo soup. Well, and some people call it garbage pail soup or clean out the refrigerator soup, right? Hey, welcome aboard, Kel Storm. Now remember, guys, Connected Hearts isn't an exclusive Facebook page. It's a private Facebook page for people who just want to leave the negativity at the door when they come in and share recipes and ask for prayers and help and all that stuff. But it doesn't mean you aren't a Connected Heart if you're not a part of that Facebook page. If you're here, you're a Connected Heart. Everybody connected to me through YouTube with loving intent is a Connected Heart. Does that make sense? Had to clean the walks. It snowed last night. Yeah, it snowed too. Look, I'll give you a shot of what today looks like here. It's absolutely beautiful today. Yes, my window's dirty, but let me see if I can. Whoa, this is really sensitive, this stupid phone. Oh, for God's sakes. Give me a second, folks. I can get things big, but I can't get them small again. There we go. That's what it looks like outside here. That brown bin is a compost bin. Oh, hang on a second. My phone's coming out of the case. Yeah, I dropped my phone and cracked it on the corner. Thank God it's on the opposite corner of the camera. That brown bin is a compost bin. I haven't even started saving my compost yet, but that's a compost bin. And the township thinks we're going to fill it with compost and then put it out for them to take. Bite me, that's my compost. It goes in my ravine. So you have beautiful snow. We had mud in Oshawa all winter. Oh, tea gooding. Well, I'm glad Mary Jane got up to Bancroft then. It is gorgeous. It is gorgeous. Now listen, folks. Let me check on my. Did you get that thing for Amazon Yorkshire biscuit tea? Oh no, that is the American account. All right, that is the American link. for Amazon. We love Bev and this CH group. Hey, Kara Roby. No snow in West Central Indiana, just cold and gray. Hey, random human. The wolf flags are in the house. Did I get it right? Otherwise, all is quiet here. Well, I'm going to get off here shortly and I'm going to go and plant my seeds. And every time I do my live stream, I think, why didn't I just live stream while I was planting seeds? I should have done that. But it will be a video. Hi, Tina. Hi, Tina. It's okay. I came on a little early today. I do try and tell people in the Connected Hearts Facebook page and on Pinterest and on Twitter and on Facebook that we're going live. Okay, so I just kind of, hope that I try an hour ahead of time, right? Oh, yeah. Since Howie's home, I don't have a really good concept of time. So I'm having to mark off the calendar these days so I can keep an eye on things. So, oh shoot, I just dropped my good glasses. Do you know I have 4 pairs of computer glasses, but dopey me only bought 1 pair of bifocals and I use these the most? And now they're getting scratched, so as soon as I can afford to. Now I have to. Tomorrow I have to phone the denture clinic that I have an appointment for on February 3rd, because if the consultation costs anything, I can't go. Right? Because now is not the time for me to be fitted for dentures. We can't afford it right now, and they are not covered. But if they say, okay, let's have a look. And just see, or an x-ray. I think the x-ray was like $80 or something. So I may be able to do that, but I'm going to phone them and see, right? They may not even be open. So is Cindy Howard here? Okay. Replays next best thing. Don't forget your supplements. Thank you, Malka. I have been forgetting them lately. Zinc, calcium, magnesium, moringa, and vitamin C after I take them because it makes my tea taste like crap. Thank you, Malka. Mwah. Good and bad news. Hummer died yesterday. Wow. Hubby went and bought me a new to me small SUV. Well, you know what? That's probably better than the Hummer for gas, correct? And calcium, magnesium. Thank you for reminding me, because I always seem to take them when I'm on live stream. Got to go to the grocery store. Everyone have a great day. Awesome. You too, sweetheart. Okay. For all those who care to, please help me close with a spiritual push, a push of light against the darkness that surrounds our world in so many places today. Goodbye, Autumn. Not goodbye. Au revoir. I've said it before, and I'll say it again for anybody who's new. This is a non-denominational gathering, okay? Whatever your faith is your faith, okay? And you can use it in here, but don't feel you have to follow my faith when I pray, okay? You do you, I do me. All I ask is that we share our spiritual loving energy with the world, because believe it or not, when we link up, we are powerful. Okay? So, thank you, William. All right. So, let's take a deep breath. I'm going to make sure I can. Hi, oh great spirit. original spirit from which my spark comes. Thank you for bringing us together yet again for another day. And the sun is shining and the fire is crackling and my dog is laying on the rug in front of the fire. It is a good day. Please, Spirit, protect Howie while he is on the road. And this is the time, Spirit, when we come together and we pray for each other and we ask for help for each other, everybody who's within the reach of this video. Okay, we come together, we celebrate together, and we pray together, and then we shine together. So God, as we link hearts and we link hands across the world, let us be instruments of your peace. Let us show more patience and tolerance and loving intentions to our fellow man. Yes, God, I slipped up yesterday and I caught myself, but I'm still not proud that I did it at all. We're all human, God. Only you are perfect. So, please, God, help us shine as we link hearts and link hands and walk forward in this day, loving our fellow man, praying for our fellow man, praying for our world, being examples of your peace, patience, tolerance, and love. Let us shine. And as we shine like the Care Bears, poof, we're all holding hands. We push back at that darkness that threatens us daily. And the bigger our circle gets, and the more people who link hearts and link hands, the more we shine, the more we push back the darkness. So thank you for that, for bringing us together, Spirit. Amen. Namaste. Shalom. Peace be with you. Miigwech. Merry meet. Blessed be. Whatever your salutation is to your higher power, whoever that higher power is, know that you were heard. Okay? Because when we speak, we are heard. Take care. God bless. And hopefully you won't see me probably on live stream tomorrow because I'm quilting. All right. Take care. God bless. I love you guys. And don't ever forget that. No matter how crappy you feel, sometimes we all feel crappy and worthless. Doesn't mean you're not worth loving. You're never worthless. You're on this planet for a reason. And love, you are entitled to. Take care. God bless.